So just this last week, 21 Savage came to Maplewood, Minnesota to perform at the Myth nightclub, and fortunately, I was lucky enough to get a ticket and attend this show. So today I'm going to be sharing my experience with you guys, telling you guys my opinion about the venue, the show, the opening acts, and of course himself, 21 Savage. Let's go. Let's start by talking about the venue. Now this is Myth nightclub, and if you're from Minnesota, you know this is one of the places that consistently gets big rap names. The downside of this is then tickets can be oversold, and then the shows get really crammed and packed. For instance, I went to a Migos concert last spring, here's a link to it right here, and at the show it was so hot in the crowd that some people were actually passing out from the heat. And if you've ever been to a hip hop concert, or any concert in general, you know how rowdy it can get. Pushing and fighting will start to break out, and Myth is no exception from this. However, the security guards are pretty good at mitigating it. They'll pull people out of the crowd who are feeling claustrophobic or hot, and they'll try to pass out water to the people that they can reach it to. Keeping this in mind, I think Myth is a fantastic venue, because you can go online and look up 21 Savage's concerts and videos where he's performing for an entire stadium. In this type of venue, you're going to get way closer, and it's going to be a much more personal experience than you would ever get. Speaking of this, we're going to move on to the ticket pricing. Now this was probably the most upsetting part of the concert. There were 3 ticket tiers. There was General, Early Access, and VIP. The General was about $40 with a service charge, Early Access was about $70, and I think the VIP was somewhere around $120 or $130. Now, having been to this venue before, I knew I wanted to be as close to the stage as possible, which is why I was considering buying the Early Access. And then I read the description and said it also included a meet and greet from 21 Savage. Then a week before the concert, Myth changed the description and said that was no longer included, and it was a mistake. This is what was so upsetting, because that was why I paid so much extra for that ticket. While the early access ticket did allow me to get to the front of the concert, in the future I'll probably just buy the General, and then just push my way to the front of the concert, because that seems a lot easier than paying $30 extra. Alright, let's move on to the opening acts. Now some concerts I've been to have like 2.5 hours of opening acts just for that filler time, but this concert was in comparison much shorter. It was about an hour and a half, which was highlighted by a performance by NBA Youngboy. And to be honest, I couldn't tell you guys the names of all the other opening acts. There was just so many that I wasn't familiar with, including Slaughter Gang and some of NBA Youngboy's crew. And actually, he did a really good job of getting the crowd hyped up. During his song No Smoke, he jumped in the crowd to thunderous applause. I think there were some people who actually exclusively came to see him instead of 21 Savage. But speaking of which, let's talk about 21 Savage's performance. During the last half of the concert, every member of Slaughter Gang got their own intro. But when they started the intro for 21 himself, you could tell something big was coming. They started playing the song Dip Dip, and when they pulled back the curtain, 21 was met by thunderous applause. All in all, I think his song selection for the concert was pretty diverse. He was doing songs from Without Warning, Savage Mode, and Issa album. Something I've been noticing with a lot of rappers' concerts is towards the end of a song, they'll have the DJ cut out the instrumental and they'll keep rapping a cappella, and then they'll hop back on the beat, or they'll transition to another song depending on how the crowd is feeling. And 21 Savage did this, but it felt like he did it too much or too often. It happened after like every single song. 5 or 6 songs later and he still had not played Bank Account, and I was getting nervous because that's arguably one of his biggest songs. But then the DJ started playing Rockstar and he sang along with Post Malone's recording and rapped his part. The crowd loved that. After his verse on that, he saved the best for last, ending the show with his biggest song to date, in my opinion, Bank Account. I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Overall, it was a pretty good concert. I wouldn't say it is the best concert I've ever been to, but definitely he puts on a good show and doesn't make you wait too long for it. Opening acts accentuated his performance even more, and overall it was a great experience, especially being at the front of the crowd. You get to see all the action and have a considerably more personal experience with the artist. In this case, I don't think I'll be going to see 21 Savage again, but I highly recommend anyone who listens to his music or has the option to go see him, go do it, because he is a good performer, and he knows how to put on a good show. Also, if I've forgotten anything in this video, that was intentional, because this is Adequately Explained. See you guys next time. Also, quick reminder, if you guys have any videos you want me to do a topic on, comment them down below. Let's see if we can get this to hit 2 comments. I think we can do it. Also, if you guys do comment and your idea gets chosen for a video, I will PayPal you $5. That's right, $5. Wow, I'm rich. YouTube money, am I right? So go ahead, comment on this video, and see you guys next time.